Pikachu! It's me. I know I had you guys fooled. Okay, so this is video number 3. So as you can see, I found a place that loves Pikachu just as much as I do. Yes, this is a Pikachu onesie that I just bought because, like, it even has a tail. And I needed something to match my Pikachu socks, of course. All they had left was extra large. But I mean, I wasn't just gonna, walk past and leave it. It was the last one. Yeah, I need to get my indoor shoes on. Okay. So this video is supposed to be an update on me and also to talk about the cool trip I took to Seoul and the cool trip I took to Japan, because I've been really, really bad about making videos after I do fun things. Mostly because I'm so busy. I know I said that last video, but I'm just really busy, and whenever I do have free time, I'd rather just like go hiking or sleep or watch Pokemon or Game of Thrones or something and not make a video. But I'm doing it because I promised Mom that I would before Christmas break, so I'd rather just be done with it. Okay, so the trip to Seoul, it was good. Get my ears out. I was a little bit nervous because when I first applied to come teach here, I was looking into teaching in the suburbs, like around Seoul, just because it seemed like the place to be, like a big city, lots of access to stuff for foreigners. And I loved the trip to Seoul, but I was there, I think, 4 days, and I was ready to come back by the end. It made me really happy that I'm here in Okpo. It's really, really crowded, and as great as the subway system is, I don't know, I like being able to walk down the street to get foreign food versus having to take the subway 20 minutes away into a different district. That's just my opinion, but it was really cool. I got to see some nice temples. I stayed in Hongdae, which is not actually a real thing. It's Hongik University, but everyone calls it Hongdae. I don't know if it's slang. But because it was by university, it was really neat. Got to see a little bit more, I don't know, like the younger crowd with like more personality and stuff. It was just more fun. There was more happening. So we went to the Hello Kitty Cafe, a puppy cafe. I think we went to another cat cafe. I don't really remember. We went to a lot of cafes. And we went to the Trick Eye Museum. And I posted pictures of all this stuff. So I'm not really going to talk a lot about it because you can just look at my pictures. And I'd rather talk about Japan anyways because I really liked it. It's interesting. I don't know why, but I knew Japan would be different from Korea. Obviously, it's a different country, but I didn't imagine that it would be so different. I mean, I could tell in the airport when I was next to Koreans, and then when it changed and I was next to Japanese people. It's just, I don't know, they're just different. For one, and part of this may be the area that I'm in Goje and in Okpo, where there is a large foreigner population, and the foreigners are mostly engineers that don't have the best reputation. Foreigners in general don't have the best reputation, so I don't necessarily feel unwelcome, but I don't really feel super welcome. Oftentimes, people aren't super patient, especially taxi drivers. There's been a lot of times where I've tried to flag down a taxi, and they'll kind of slow down, see that you're a foreigner, and then just drive away. Or you'll get in, and they'll try to explain where you need to go, and they don't understand, or I don't know, they just are like, I don't have time for this, you're wasting my time, get out. And they'll kick you out, which is kind of sad. But in Japan, same thing happened. We were trying to tell our Japanese taxi driver where the place that we were staying was, and he was so willing to just take all the time it needed to figure it out, get out the Google Translate and everything. Oops, my screen just went dark. Anyway, and yeah, I don't know. So just little things like that made a big difference. Even just, waiting in line at the bus stop. There was a line. And then when the bus arrived, you stayed in that line and you got on the bus versus pushing and shoving each other to try to steal someone else's seat. That's a really big generalization. I do love Korea. It's great. But, Japan was just a little bit nicer to me in the 4 days that I was there versus the 4 months that I've been here. So both of them, not a huge experience. But I really liked it, and I really hope I can go back because 4 days was not enough. I stayed in, I almost said Osaka, for 2 days, and then went to Kyoto for a day trip. Both the places that we stayed at Airbnbs, and the second place, there was actually like an older couple there, and they were adorable, and they were trying so hard to communicate with us, and they only knew a little bit of English, but they were so, so nice. So I would definitely go back there and stay with them. They were like Japanese parents. I mean, they were willing to drive us wherever we needed to go, like instead of us having to take a taxi to like the subway station or the bus stop station, they would just drive us there. And they told us, they gave us their phone number and everything. They said, when you're coming back, we know it's going to be late, but don't take a taxi, don't walk, we'll drive you, just call us, which was incredibly nice. And let's see, we saw some cool temples in Kyoto. Oh, when we were in Osaka, we went to Universal Studios, which is really neat. It was unfortunate because it was kind of rainy and cloudy, but it was still really fun because we went to Harry Potter World, and you can see all those pictures also. That was amazing. I would definitely go back. If you couldn't tell, I really liked Japan. I really hope I can go back sometime, especially to visit Tokyo, because that is where buddy Yukari is. Yukari, if you're watching this, I'm sorry that we couldn't meet up. Hopefully I'll be coming back and I'll get to see you and get more fun Pikachu things. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else to update on. School and everything is good. This Friday is open class where all the parents come in and watch the classes and everything, which is kind of fun, but also kind of terrifying, because it's like, you hope that they like what they see, but it'll also be really cool to meet them. And then I only have a few more weeks, and then I come home. Yay! And then I come back. Yay. I'm excited to come home, but 3 weeks is a long time. I don't know what I'm going to do there, but I'm excited to see everyone. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really else to say. I've just been busy living a life here in Korea. So, yeah, I guess if anyone has questions, message me on Facebook or message my mom, because she told me that she keeps getting asked questions and stuff, but she doesn't tell me what the questions are, so I can't answer them. I'm sorry. So, yeah. 사랑해요. I love you guys. I will see you in a few weeks. Mwah.